Today is December 8th, 2025. Could it be that we are both walking through the wilderness? I am traveling with God, following the light, and He's walking in the darkness. We both, He's walking in the darkness, heading more into sin. We both don't have a clear destination of where this wilderness is going to end and when it's going to end. Could it be that I am walking in awareness and gaining strength, learning lessons on how to face inevitable challenges ahead as they appear? And could it be that he's walking with false hope, false promises, false contentment of fleshly desires being fulfilled? Could it be that he's not getting prepared for challenges because he's so focused on what is physically pleasing and mentally pleasing that he's not strengthening himself for what could be a potential extreme drop off and abandonment forthcoming? It's not my business, but there was a sense of we both came to a crossroads. It is quite possible that at some point during that union, we were both in the wilderness together, trying to figure out which way to go and combative along the way. He didn't want to listen to me. I didn't want to let him lead me. He didn't have clear directions on where he was going, and it didn't look safe. The direction he was leading, he did not want to go the direction I was suggesting because he just wanted to be the final say, and his ego wouldn't allow him to take a moment to stop and think and realize that he had help, even though that wasn't my role. It was still a position that I took on, and the ease of it he was okay with, but anything challenging he didn't want to listen. And now that we got to the crossroads in our connection of wilderness, we decided to part ways. He went his way, I went my way. And I know that I am walking with the Lord. I do have Holy Spirit. I've had a lot of time to digest what my experience have been, what my thoughts have been, why I've done these things, where I went wrong, what I should have done, what I shouldn't have done, not even as it pertains to him. And I don't believe that he has talked to himself or thought to himself about the errors of his ways. Of course, I have no idea of knowing that, but it seems like he just teams up with whoever he finds on the road without any sense of discernment, and he just sees someone who could make life easier for him, and he teams up with them for a while. And then when he sees someone else, he teams up with them for a while, and he just keeps zigzagging and going from person to person, whoever he feels is going to make life easier for him, or whoever can take the pressure off from him, not realizing that he's going deeper and deeper and farther away from the Creator, who has the ultimate say so in our lives. And with that, he doesn't understand that the unclean, the evil one, is making people appear better and beneficial, but it's just a trick to further lead him into the demonic side of things. On the other hand, I'm under my storm cloud. I am in the trenches. I am alone, and there's no one around. And even if there were, because of my discernment, I don't know that I would cling on to them. But having a sense that they are on this righteous path is good. It's good to see that there are other people here. However, I don't know how long their strength is going to last, so I can't cling on to them. I have to put my confidence in myself. I have to seek the Lord for my strength, and I have to follow the strict directions of the Lord, even if it means passing up people who may even be on my same path, or not rushing to catch up with someone I see down the road. I need to take my time and do what the Lord is leading me to do, step by step, because with each passing moment, I am gaining the tools, getting the strength to continue on. And if I race ahead and miss some pertinent lesson, then now I have just cheated myself out of a preparedness obstacle that I am going to need in the future, when for some reason that person who I ran to catch up with is not available. So it's just been a fork in the road, a Y in the road, a wilderness togetherness, and then a separation in the wilderness, but a lack of discernment on his side, which is further leading him into uncharted territories that he's not prepared for. He's not going to be able to get prepared for, and it's going to lead to more devastation, whereas I'm gaining the tools that I need. And it's not a comparison between me and him. It's just a comparison as far as why this couldn't work out. This is the unequally yoked. It's the it's I could not be, I was not blind. My eyes were opened up, and I could not be led into a ditch knowing that I can see the ditch, and for whatever reason he wanted to walk straight into a black hole, and he couldn't see that it was a devastation for him, that it was detrimental for him. And I broke away. I would not allow him to lead me astray in that direction. And for whatever reason, I guess the light on the path that I was going was too bright, and he didn't want to go that way. So, and it's okay, but it is saddening to see a person so convoluted that they don't want to change the projection of their circumstances. These are like his decisions that are causing circumstances, and he just wants to blame everyone else instead of looking at his decisions that causes them. And it's unfortunate because we don't always get more time to make changes and to see the devastation of our ways and how they affect ourselves and other people. And it's just a saddening occurrence that someone's thought about, I don't know, I don't understand it, but just someone's care about how they're perceived by other people takes over their logic and honesty. It's so strange that someone wants to be perceived as whatever it is that they want to be awarded with by other people or praised by other people, that they refuse to acknowledge the literal truth that can be proven, all for the moment to be praised by another person. It is just strange that a person doesn't fear God. They don't they don't there is so they want to please people more than they want to please God, when God has the final say. God controls everything, but they are too delusional or unwilling to put God as the center of their life, the top of their life. It's like, even though I've made some unfavorable decisions in my life, I never ignored God. Well, I can say I did ignore God. I didn't do it God's way, but I never thought God didn't see me, even though I thought